educational and inspirational moment.
Hi, this is Carlene Davis, and you're listening to Noel and Beverly Martin. Now, don't you touch that dial. We're praising God all the time. Yeah, Jesus says so.
You know that the ice cream scoop has the power to make a child smile, and that by slowing us down, the traffic light can keep us going. You know that the golf tee brings friends together, that the mailbox keeps them connected. You know that the cataract laser helps you look to the future, while the pacemaker ensures that there's a future to be seen. You know that the lawnmower, the clothes dryer, and the elevator make life easier, that the blood bank makes life possible. You know that these things we count on every day started as ideas. But did you know all these ideas came from the minds of African Americans? Support minority education today so we don't miss out on the next big idea tomorrow. The United Negro College Fund, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Please visit uncf.org or call 1-800-332-UNCF.
Good.
Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Today is Saturday, salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw a ball Thursday, water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday, let's move Monday, swap us next Sunday.
60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov. A message from USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council.
Human trafficking must end.
It's another term for slavery. Human trafficking uses force, violence, coercion, or fraud to exploit people all over the world.
Term for slavery.
The numbers are hard to imagine.
More than 20 million people around the world are victims of forced labor.
5.5 million of them children, but even one is too many.
It's another term.
Human trafficking takes place on the internet and on the streets. It's in remote places and around the corner.
It's in plain view and behind closed doors.
If you see something suspicious, don't ignore it. Report it. To get help or to report a tip, call the National Human Trafficking Resource Center hotline.
1-888-373-7888 or text Be Free at 233-7333.
Human trafficking is another term for slavery.
Hey, it's your girl Abigail Hamilton, and you're listening to Noel and Beverly on the Talk It Up Radio Show. Keep it locked.
Welcome to the Talk It Up Radio Show. I'm hearing some nice music in the background. Don't know where that's coming from.
That's my apology.
Hey. Well, no, that's all right. It's a live radio. In our studios today, we have an honorable guest, Mr. Samuel Larray. Did I get it right?
Samuel Larray.
Larray, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Many people may know me as King General.
King General.
Or Yang Yan.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, listen now. We are streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Periscope. You can go there. And also, if you missed part of the show, you know, it's going to be recorded permanently. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the families that have been broken apart by these immigration things. I can tell you from experience, I was here illegal for a few years. During that time, I brought my son up and couldn't get him in any school. I had to send him back home. He was there for 5 years. I was here for 5 years, and we couldn't see each other. So I know what they're going through. Thing is, I knew where he was. He knew where I was, but we just had telephone conversations. So our thoughts and prayers go to those families, and we pray that God will provide our leaders with a mindset to have an amicable and favorable situation resolved as quickly as possible. That being said, I'm going to turn things over to my lovely co-host. You heard her voice in the beginning there. She did that thing in about 2 seconds. You know, you're the best, honey. Love you. All right, so welcome to the Talk It Up Radio Show.
Yes, thank you for joining us today. We're going to have a great show. Before we begin, just want to say to our Back to Basics host, Brian, if you're listening, you are in our thoughts and prayers. We continually pray for you, and we're hoping for the best. Today, on today's show, as Noel said, we have in the studio with us the King General.
Yang Yan.
Samuel Larray, also known as the King General. He's an inspirational recording artist, the CEO of King General Inc., He's also the publisher of the King General Times newspaper and the host of the King General radio talk show. It's called Perspectives.
No, that was a tag, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but no, it's the King General Radio Show. It actually airs on this station.
On this
every
station?
Monday. Yes,
Oh,
every
okay.
Monday,
At what
12 noon to 1 p.m.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm at work
Yeah.
at that time, but do you
We have
also
YouTube. We have
okay,
YouTube
good,
as well.
Good.
We
So
have
I can
previous
catch
shows
it
on
sometimes.
YouTube.
Yes.
Yes.
So welcome.
Thank you, and I thank you for having me as well. It was
Yes.
a blessing to receive that message from Noel to be
Yes,
invited on the air. That was a blessing. Yes,
We're happy to have you. So tell us what would you want to start with? You're multi-talented. You have a newspaper. You have you're a recording artist.
Yes,
Do
ma'am.
you sing or you rap or
that? I do both.
Okay.
That's my passion.
Mhm.
That's the root of it all. My
Mhm.
music. That's where the name King General comes from.
Right.
Well, the name.
How
is
did you
deeper.
come up with that name?
The name is a little deeper than that. The name's
Yes.
a little deeper. I wanted to be a king when I was like 3. My mother asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I told her I wanted to be a king, and she would always tell me about a story of me at birth having asthma and almost being close to death.
Yes.
In my last asthma attack, I turned blue. I came out of the womb 2 pounds, 3.5 ounces, something like that.
Oh, you were preemie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So but miraculously I was healed. I was a miracle baby. So
Wow.
she let it be known and told me as I was growing up that I fought for my life. So that's why, and I was a soldier. So that's why I got the soldier. I'm a general. And I was always growing up being my own leader. I didn't like to follow the crowd. So
Wow.
King General was where that comes from.
But it's amazing how her words changed your life.
Yes, everything,
You could have gone the other way.
everything that I am, I owe my mother. I tell her all the time,
Wow.
everything I am, I owe it to her because she raised me to be the man that I am.
Wow.
She raised me to be the man that I am. So, but the music is my passion. That's that's my vehicle of expression in every which way. If I want to worship, I can worship. If I want to testify, I can testify. If I want to get crunk, I can get crunk and turn up, but the music is definitely my passion. It's my heart. I found my passion also with preaching, because studying the word, day in, day out, finding that love, that wisdom, that knowledge and understanding, and me always wanting to learn, and loving to learn. I found my passion with preaching as well. So that overrides the music.
Right.
So right now, King General, besides the music, it's more so I'm preaching and trying to reach the masses with a greater message than just the music.
Right. And do you more have a passion for the youth?
That's my heart.
Okay.
That's my heart. That's the reason I do it, because I believe my belief system is old school. Everybody says old fashioned, but I believe everything is generational. So I believe that if it's my responsibility to make sure the next generation succeed.
Yes.
By
absolutely.
succeeding for the next generation. If King General ever succeeds, then it'll be for the next generation. Trust and believe y'all finna have a lot of community centers for youth. A lot of if King General ever succeeds, so it's gonna be that's the type of vision that I have for my brand, my music, my ministry. Is reaching the youth.
Yes. What are some of the mistakes that you think some churches make why they're losing the youth? They're not keeping the youth engaged.
That is a big one for me, man. And people know me to listen to the King General, so I get deep with a question like that. But I would say a lack of relation, a lack of relation, and a lack of relationship.
So like maybe generation gap, or you're just talking about understanding where they are, where they're coming from?
Because the Christian church, I mean, we can go as far as doctrine is concerned, but beside doctrine, the reason why the youth in general, and you said something actually. You said it's generational. Yeah. You're right, because majority. I mean, look at it. The Christians are people. They elders. They youth. They.
Right. That's what I mean when I say generational.
Yeah,
like the age, they don't understand.
It's not so much the age. It's more so the example.
Yes.
See, people have to understand the reason why the youth are so lost is because they have no examples. This is why I labor with everything I can to reach them, because to try to be an example. That's why I say it's my responsibility responsibility to help the next generation succeed by succeeding for them. Because if I'm an example of success, then they would want to follow and kind of follow the shadow of that success in whatever way I reach that level of success. I mean, we look at rappers, we look at basketball players, we look at celebrities, and we want their success, and we want to do what they did to get it. And that's something that I've been victim of. We all been fall victim to that.
Yes.
So my thing is with the youth and the children looking at me like, hey, King General, you're cool, you're a rapper, you're this. It's more than that, because I want to reach them. If I succeed and they see me succeeding, it's because of them.
Right.
It's no other reason. And it's to shape their hearts and their minds to be better people, because that's what made, like I say, my mother's, I owe it to her. It was her wisdom that shaped me to be the wise man that I am.
Right.
It was her passing down what was generational to her, which was the scriptures. What she felt was generational that she can install in her 7 sons. And I was the one that was more attentive, because of course, me being a soldier, wanted to be a king, and the Most High anointed me when I wanted to be a king at 3, and him anointing me, as I read about in the scriptures at a young age. So, you know, it was I owe it all to her. So I had that example. You know, love your brothers, honor your mother and father. Yeah, your father's not here, but always honor him. And when he came back when I was 15, me and him tight. He's my best friend, you know, to this day. You know what I'm saying?
God bless her.
So, you know,
not very many moms would do that.
Yes, you know, so that's my blessing. You know, that's my blessing to understand. That's why I preach the commandments so much, because I believe that shapes us to being who we are. Yeah, we all have flaws. Do King General still have flaws? Do I still mess up? Yes. Everybody should know that I'm transparent.
Nobody's perfect.
I'm transparent. Look, I mess up, but as Paul said in the scriptures, we forget those things that are behind and press toward those things that are before us. You know, that's the key. So that's my goal is to press toward, to, you know, forgetting the past, forgetting, you know, my past life, but more so focus on the future of the children. But not only that, I have a 5-year-old son. You know, I want to pass down a legacy for him, and for him to continue, for him to continue and be greater than what King General is, or what King General will ever be. You know?
Well, you know the negativity that can affect especially young black men in this country. Man. So how did your mom's words, because I'm still baffled by your mom's words, how did your mom's words help you to get through? Because I'm sure you've had times where you're faced with those negative things, right?
See, here's the thing. I grew up, and that is a deeper testimony, because I grew up from, you know, in the projects. I grew up with, you know, with the gangsters, the thugs, the pimps, you know, here's the thing, the great thing, and this is why I thank the Most High, because the great thing, even when I was out there, I had, you know, I would call OGs, being, you know, street language, but, you know, the older generation who would school me on street knowledge, you know what I'm saying, how to do this, how to do that, how to move, but they would also install in me, hey, pick that pen up and put the blunt down. Hey, pick that, you know, continue with them books and don't get off into this what we doing. You know, they also installed that, and that part of, because
they didn't want you to make the same mistake.
Exactly. And see that part, I promise you, Beverly, that part of generational is what I hold on to. You know, I call back home in St. Louis, where I'm from, and these same people who might still be in the streets doing, you know, but they look at me as, hey, little bro, hey, you are an example to us to get right. We want to get right. Keep doing what you're doing. Wow. So it's and that's my prayer. You know, that I can be that light, because where I come from, be saying it, we don't have that in my projects. We don't have nobody trying to pull us out. So that's my passion. You know, that's my passion.
That's good. So for that young man that's listening right now, maybe a teenage boy that's getting influence from all different directions. Man, you know, we want you to come over here and do this.
I was that teenage boy, man.
Yes.
I was that teenage boy.
Speak to them. What would you say to them right now?
Man, get focused. Get focused. You got a life ahead of you. Get focused, you know, and be prepared for your future. You know, prepare for your future. I wish I would have stayed in school. I wish I wouldn't have ran in the streets. I wish I wouldn't have felonies to where I couldn't even get an apartment if I wanted to. You know, like I wish I wouldn't have ran down the wrong path. I wish I wouldn't have agreed, because of course this is just Sabbath is just ending. My Sabbath is just ending. But I was in worship thanking the Most High that He chose me and chose us as His people to bring a light and gave us a future, to bring a light in that future, to be, greater than the sins of our ancestors or the generational curses. We have to worship the Most High for who he is. We have to know him. So for any young man, my thing, it's a lot that I could say, but my thing is stay focused, know what the future holds, that it's positive if you stay positive. It's another way out. It's not the grave. It's not the streets. The way out is picking up those scriptures, worshiping in spirit and in truth, living your life in a righteous way, walking in love, which is the core of worshiping in spirit and truth. Because if I love you, I love him, and that's worship. So that's what I would say to the youth, because that's what kept me. That's what keeps me. When people hear the music, when they hear the radio show, or they see me with business owners, and see the newspaper, and they see what I'm doing in the community, and see the events, that's all because I want to love and preach the message of love. That's what keeps me grounded. That's what keeps everybody grounded. You do Talk It Up Radio because of love. It's a passion. It's a love. It's what keeps you grounded. You invite people like me on the show. Y'all didn't have to do this, but it's love. Because that's what I would say to the young people. Don't listen to the streets telling you you don't have to have no love. Trust me, man. You'll be on your face repenting every day if the Most High get a hold to you, crying out, praying, in every which way for forgiveness, and humbling yourself, or you'll be cast aside, away from his presence. That's more beyond. That's greater than anything I can tell them to be, than just being great in this or great in that. Like, if any greatness thereof, as I say and will always say, of King General, it's because of the Most High and his spirit upon me.
Everything starts from there.
Exactly. It's spiritual. Everything is spiritual. So that's my thing, man. We deal with the peer pressure. I've been there. And to the young people, I still deal with it. I'm still in the hood. My newspaper's in the hood. Like, literally, I preach it in the hood. I'm still in the hood. That's just being real. I'm still in the hood.
Yes.
But I'm preaching to I want the hood to be delivered.
Yes.
I want the hood to know, we are a blessed people. We are a special people. We're a peculiar people. We're kings and priests and a set apart priesthood and nation to the Most High. We are the children of Israel. We are a nation because of the promises of our forefathers, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. That's deeper than anything anybody could ever tell any young black man. That's the greatest thing that any young black, I'm know, because I'm a young black man. Because that tells me I'm a king, I'm a leader, I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a righteous man, I'm a prophet, I'm a preacher, I'm an example to the believers, I'm a light to the nations.
Right.
That's the greatest thing that I could ever tell the youth. You are a child of the Most High.
Right.
I gotta cut in for a commercial break.
Commercial break.
You're listening to 1680 WOKB AM, Winter Garden, Florida.
Imagine this. Tender goat meat swimming in savory curry, mouth-watering jerk chicken smoked in spices, smothered in a tangy homemade sauce. Oh, no hungry yet? Then come savor the flavor at BMT Jamaican Jerk Restaurant, located at the Good Homes Plaza. Curry goat, oxtail, tripe and beans, express and lunch specials, and much more. Visit BMT Jamaican Jerk Restaurant on Facebook or call us at 407-440-4694.
Eternal Father, bless our land.
The Jamaican American Association of Central Florida cordially invites you to join in the festive celebration of Jamaica's 56th independence anniversary. Stand strong with us on Saturday, August the 11th, 7 p.m. at the fabulous Holiday Inn 5605 Major Boulevard, 32819. Full course dinner, entertainment by Funrise Productions, music by DJ Charlie Brown, and a special message from Orlando's own church, Jerry. All for just $70. For tickets, call 407-276-2686, 407-403-4757, 407-517-8740. Saturday, August the 11th, 7 p.m., Holiday Inn. See you there.
Celebrating Jamaica.
Lift your hands and shout for joy. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord. Hi, this is Carlene Davis, and I'll be joining you Gospel Explosion 2018, August 25 at Fresh Oil Ministries, 8301 Silver Star Road, right here in Orlando. I'll also be launching a brand new album. Minister Jabez, Adrian Cunningham, Sister Arlene, Hero Brown, Stacy Wilson will also be appearing alongside a live band and MC Tommy Cowan. Admission $30 in advance, $35 at the gate. Kids 12 and under, $10. You can't afford to miss it. Starts at 7 p.m., so don't be late.
Still working on me. Yeah. Can you love me for who I am right now? While I'm trying to find my way around. I may not be who you want me to be, but my God is still working on me. Hey, it's your girl Abigail Hamilton, and you're listening to Noel and Beverly on the Talk It Up radio show. Don't you move.
Welcome back to the Talk It Up radio show. Well, I'm hearing myself too.
Yes, it's echoing. You hear us twice. Welcome back. You are listening to us on WOKB 1680 AM. We're also streaming live on YouTube and on the talkitupradioshow.com website. You can listen to us from there too. So we have in the studio with us today the King General Samuel Larray, and a very interesting conversation. Let me ask you, what would you say to those fathers out there who are turning a blind eye to their children? They're not pouring into their lives.
Beverly, that is too. I don't mean to cut you off. That was right there. I'm sorry about saying this.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 5-year-old son.
Yes.
Like I said, I don't mean to cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
That is when you start. As soon as you start speaking on fathers and children, my heart skips a beat. It literally. I've had a struggle with being in my son's life, trying to be there because of his mom taking him away from me for the last 5 years. I've been only blessed, I would say, to see him once since he was 2 months, but I've tried to see him a million times. What I would say to the fathers who are neglecting
but you
their
want
children,
to see him, but there are fathers who don't seem to care. That's
there are fathers who drop them and leave them. No. In the Jamaican word, breed them and leave them.
I can't even fathom that.
Breed them and leave them.
I can't even fathom that without remembering as a child how it felt for my dad not to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And then every day, which is why I go so hard. Everybody always compliment me on my work. Oh, you grind, King General. You out here grinding. You working.
Mm-hmm.
But I work so that my son can know the type of dad that he has, because of the lies that he's been poisoned with, or whatever his mom has, told him. Like I have a song called "All I Want Is Your Love" on my album, my new album, Yahushua Lion of Judah. It's dedicated solely to him because there's many things I want to say to him that I can't.
How old is he?
He's 5.
He's 5.
Yeah.
Did you bring the music in with you?
Yeah, I have it.
The USB or CD?
USB.
All right, I'll come get it.
Yes, sir.
But that's a tender age where he needs to start.
And so this is the folder here. It's on the USB here.
Yes,
that's the folder. It's
get this and put on my computer.
It's in the Yahushua Lion of Judah.
Yes, so we're he's trying to tell us how to play his music. We're live.
But
yes, he does.
Yeah, but that that's very and I hear that. To me, I can't fathom that because I can't. I was hold on. This one here, and
number 9.
That's number 9, and I'm Ready would be the new.
Which one first?
We can play number 9 first because that's for my son. So we can play that. That's dedicated to my son. So
Yes,
it's right on topic. We can play that first. So just because it's so much that I want to say to him. So I know my music it's always gonna be around. You know, my music ain't going nowhere. This music is gonna stay. So I know
And when he's old enough, he'll know.
Exactly. He'll know. You know, he'll know. There's many people that know. Hey, your dad, you know, speaks of you more than anything. Your dad loves you. He works hard, you know, for you. You know, people don't know. You know, my business, everything that I have, the lands that I will own, and things of that nature.
All right,
they're going to him. You know, it's for him.
I'm gonna take a chance with since you're the owner of this music.
Yes, sir.
Please don't block us.
Copyright. Just let Facebook know.
Yes,
yes sir.
he's the owner.
He's
yes,
the owner.
Gotcha.
And we're gonna play this one.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna try and use.
Yeah, because Facebook. Hey, they do that to me and my YouTube too. They do that to my own music, like literally to my own music.
So we're just gonna give them like in Jamaican, just one drop.
Yes.
I'm gonna try it. Okay.
Nice.
Go on, talk.
Yes. So.
But so. That's you know, to any father that's not trying to be in their child's life, man, you're I hate to be so blunt, but many people know King General, and it's y'all show. Like if it was my show, I would say what I want to say. Like, but I can't, so it's not my show. But you know, I would say that that's a coward.
Yes.
I won't use the
right
harsh.
No, but that's the right
harsh,
word though. That is
you
the
know
right
word
word
the King General would normally use if it was his own show, but. But a coward, because that's your seed.
It talks about being aware of dogs and evildoers. I'm pretty sure it's talking about.
Okay, that is a Sabbath teaching I was looking at. That is all right. Okay, you got it. You got to close out that YouTube that's on there. Yeah, please close out that YouTube that's on there. Excuse us, brothers and sisters. Few different few malfunctions. That was a YouTube study I was checking out for my Sabbath, the Sabbath lesson I was checking out.
Which one I should go to then? You said number 9. That was number 9. I think.
Number 9. That was Sabbath. That was a YouTube plan. I muted it because the laptop, because it was playing, so I muted it. I never closed out the YouTube. My apologies.
I got you. We're live, okay?
Yeah, y'all getting me right after Sabbath. I just came out of worship, man.
Hey, let me run a commercial and then come right back. I'm gonna mute the mics here and then run a commercial. Let me. I forgot to unmute. So let me ask you to. I'm gonna play track 9.
Okay, and this is my new single. Well, one of my singles off the album.
And this one's dedicated to your
dedicated to
son?
my son.
Okay.
Yeah, dedicated to my son.
What's your son's name?
Zion Sayer.
Zion Sayer.
Yes, Zion Sayer. The title of it is All I Want Is Your Love.
Okay, all right, here we go. Sometime soon.
Born August 27th, that's all I want 2012. Best day of my life. That's all I need. The day that Zion Sayer Lavelle Hamilton came into this world. All I want is your love. And I promise there's only one thing I'm longing for, son. That's all I need. That's your love. That's all I want is your love.
All I want is your love. All I want is your love. All I want is your love. All I want is your love.
Been away for a minute, I ain't seen you in years. Not being a part of your life is all that your daddy fears. Lot you don't understand, but it wasn't a part of my plan. Only wanted to love you and raise you to be a man. Mama bringing the drama, keeping you away from your father. Never learn to hate or grow to love me and show her honor. Promise if I could change it, I would to change it for good. Travel, show you the world, take you up out of the hood. I know I made mistakes, but you wasn't one of them. I raised your brother like my own, so tell Joseph I love him.
All right, so that's just a little piece, a little
Yes, because we don't want Facebook blocking it. So.
Yeah, man.
Yes, wow.
Yeah, man.
Powerful
yeah, man.
words.
Almost sound like Ja Rule.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You're talented.
Thank you.
You have another one?
Yeah.
Cut 3, was it?
The track number 4 is the I'm Ready song. My new single, I'm Ready. It's an anti-violence song. We also have the I'm Ready Experience Summer Vacation taking place July 29th. The event, the youth event.
Where's that going to be?
It's going to be 31 at the Den 78, 3131 West Central Boulevard. It's an outside event. We'll have a bounce house cartoon character.
Oh, wow.
You know, and
so say it again. What's it called?
The I'm Ready Experience Summer
Ready
Vacation.
Experience.
This is the first annual, this year. Next year, it's going to be bigger and better.
Okay, and it's going to be what date?
July 29th. Sunday, July 29th from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay, great.
So you're lead into this one?
Yeah, this is my new single, I'm Ready, from my album, Yahushua, Lion of Judah. Yang it!
400 years, lost many peers, many pioneers, many patriots marching for rights, many sacrificed for the life we never fight for, unless we fighting right for. We can't get right with each other, what we need are rights for. Racism and religion, all it did was divide for. Not knowing the history of blacks, all in your Bibles. I ain't know that religious talk don't surprise folk, but who you praying to when they pulling out their rifles? I ain't know that don't justify the white folk, but I wasn't talking about the white folk. Cause black on black crime still a crime. You call it gangster, I call it a black man dying. Now holler like you're ready if it's time. Put your fist in the air and holler, it's about time. I say holler like you're ready if it's time. I got my fist in the air, hollering, it's about time. I'm ready.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
We got him in our studios here live and direct
Yes,
in the WOKB
yes.
studios.
Yeah,
So you
man.
have this like your own website, channel,
Yeah,
YouTube.
KingGeneral.com. We also, for the newspaper, the KGTimes.com. You
Okay.
know,
And what kind of things do you put in the newspaper?
we have Black History, biblical truth, of course. We have youth work programs. We have youth services, family services, community resources. We support black businesses. It's also a tool and a vehicle. It's a free newspaper. We distribute close to around right now 3,000 to 3,000 homes
in Central Florida here in Orlando?
Right here in Orlando, within 7 neighborhoods and 4 zip codes, 32808, 32811, 32801, and 32805. We
Okay.
serve Paramore, Pine Hills, Mercy Drive, Ivy Lane, and Westlake's neighborhood right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if the listeners who are listening and want to get this newspaper and they're not in one of those zip codes, well, what
You
they
can
do?
always download as
Like
well
us,
from the
we're
website.
we're in 818.
32818.
Well, you can always download. That's the thing. We
Okay,
we
yeah.
have print and we also have digital. So you can always download the
Right.
digitals as well. You can also subscribe, on the website, the KGTimes.com.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, when we're done, I'll show you how to do the streaming.
Oh
thing
yeah,
that,
man!
like,
I
what we're
have
doing
to.
now.
I have to
Yeah.
know how to do this, man. I have to know how to do this.
Yeah.
I need this for the King General Show, man. I
Yeah,
need
yeah,
this.
yeah. It's pretty easy. It's not expensive either.
Okay.
You know, you get 2 months free to start off with.
Okay.
You know,
Nice,
and
man.
then what we do here, we basically we bought the software after the 2 months was up.
Okay.
You know, and I'm telling you, it's the best thing since last
Nice,
in,
man.
in this streaming thing.
Okay.
Because it's a one-time fee.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
So anybody out there with their church
You
want to
say
get it going?
you say it's the best thing since unleavened bread. Huh? Okay.
No, I mean really, man. It's easy to use. You know, they have online tutoring. But
Yeah.
anyway, you know what? You want me to take care of some of the commercial business, and then we can just talk for the rest of the show?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let's just do that. And because let me apologize to everyone out there. We're doing a new thing where we're using 2 computers. I'm running everything behind the board here, sound and video. I'm using my computer to operate the streaming computer back there.
Yeah.
So what I'm getting back is the feedback from the streaming computer when it comes in the board.
Exactly.
So that's what you're hearing.
The
so,
echoing, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that for next week. You know, but I love the flexibility that I have.
Exactly.
And Beverly is free to talk because when
Definitely.
Beverly starts talking, she forget to switch the cameras. You know. So I apologize to our audience about that. So our streaming audience, I'm going to mute you right now so that we can stream our obligations to our sponsors, and then we'll come right back, okay? All right, so here we go. And welcome back to the Talk It Up radio show. And we're live and still echoing, but I'm getting fast on that finger thing there to turn the mic off. It's beautiful outside, nice and sunny. A little rain.
Come on, Noel, man. Come on, Noel, man.
I'm optimistic, man.
It's you like the thing outside the box. Thing all the way outside the box. Way outside the box.
Maybe Jamaica outside. You know,
man, I'm seeing lightning right now when you said that. You like it's bright outside. Yeah, it's bright. You look like some lightning striking.
Beverly, maybe you should hold up the thing in front of the camera so people could see the
the newspaper.
Yeah, the newspaper.
King James
Yeah,
Times.
you know,
Yeah.
we got the technology to do it. For people who are listening, you can go to see it on the stream.
Right.
We had a wonderful movie at our church last night. I can only
Yes, I
imagine.
can only imagine.
We had
That
about
was such a
70
good
people
movie.
that came over. They braved the rain, which started. And one of the things that we overlooked, it was the longest day of the year. So like about 9 o'clock, it was still bright
Yes,
outside.
still light.
We started the movie late, but it was really a touchy movie.
If you haven't seen that movie, you need to see it.
No, we're going to show it again.
What
Right.
movie?
I can only imagine.
And,
Oh, okay.
and that's a
Okay.
movie about a dad and
His
Okay.
son. And,
Okay.
we don't want to give it away.
I was crying.
Okay.
the
But
whole
it was a
time.
Yeah,
true.
please,
it was a
please don't,
true-
because I can't stand when people get movies away.
Yeah,
It make me not even want to look at it no more.
Okay. Yeah, well,
I love my movies. Don't
Yeah,
give it away.
yeah, we won't
Let me
tell
see.
you. We just
Well-
tell you just that much. It's
Well,
about the father
let
and the
me
son.
let me make it easy for you. We're going to show it again for free.
Oh, snap.
Okay,
Oh, snap.
we have the
Hey,
license for
hey.
12 months to show that movie for free.
Yes.
So
Hey,
we got
And I think every dad needs to watch
we
that
got
movie.
no, every family. It touches the heart.
Yes.
It touches the heart. I can
Okay.
only imagine. And then
Okay.
the fact that it's a true story makes it come to you closer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and a lot of people see these singers,
These artists,
and
they don't
artists,
know.
and see
Yeah.
them successful, but they don't know what
Exactly.
the road they walk. What
It's the
Exactly.
story of
you
the
know,
Mercy Me
yeah. Singer.
band,
Yeah,
the lead
yeah.
singer.
You know.
Okay, so that's the one. Are those the ones that sing "I Can Only Imagine"? right?
Yeah, and that's the song.
The
That's the song.
and they
yeah.
made a movie.
Yeah.
Wow, because that was
Yeah.
I was going to ask you. I was on.
Yeah,
Is there
yeah.
a connection?
That song is from his Old Testament.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
we're gonna leave you in suspense until we announce the next date of the movie.
Yes.
We
It's
just
gonna
want
be
to tell
soon.
you, know,
Okay.
once we announce the date, we're gonna be pushing it hard on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's a free thing, we're not making any money off it. But we want people to see it.
Right.
Exactly.
right.
It's about the family. It's about the father. It's
Yeah.
about the son. And I'm telling you,
Very
man.
powerful.
We will be selling snacks, and that will be going towards luncheons for veterans.
Yeah, man.
And that's what it's all about.
Yes.
Welcome back, people.
I wanted to make a quick announcement too about the VBS.
Okay.
We do have Vacation Bible School
Okay.
coming up at the Metro West Church of the Nazarene. The dates are July 16th to 20th. You can check the church's website for more information and to register. And the website again is
MetroWestChurch.org. When you go there, you can actually register online.
Yes.
Compliments of my technical expertise. You'll see
Noel made it easy for you.
You see the logo. Just click on it and just go ahead and register. It's a free It's a free event. We want people to experience these things for the children.
And it's
Summertime.
for the entire week,
Yeah.
July 16th
Hey,
to
a whole
20th.
week.
And we have another free event as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
Yes,
I'm
we're-
Ready experience.
Yes.
Yeah, man. We had the I'm Ready experience July 29th.
July 29th.
July 29th.
Yeah, man.
And that's a Sunday afternoon.
Sunday
right?
afternoon.
Yep, yep.
It's gonna be great, man. We have guest speakers and recording artists coming with their own I'm Ready message.
You should do a 30-second drop and send it to us, man.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
we'll promote it
I think
for you.
I think I have a 15-second. I have that.
I'll play it 4 times then.
That's fine. So in the meantime, though, if they're listening now, how can they contact you to be involved in this?
Well, you can always go to the website, I'mReadyExperience.com, or you can call my number direct, 407-860-1946. But I'mReadyExperience.com, you can go there. You can see our last event we did. We did one April 15th. We had free haircuts for the kids. We had cartoon mascot. We wasn't able to get the bounce house out. We were able to bring it out, but the wind and it was storm. Kind of what was going on today.
Yes.
Kind of how it looked.
Summer weather.
Yeah, man. It's summer weather.
Yes,
It's
yes.
Floridian weather.
Floridian, yeah. And-
But
and-
the I'm Ready experience is just one and this is our first annual. I want to do something every year, every summer, summer vacation. For the youth for their summer break,
Yes.
reminding them, annually, just reminding them, man, to stay ready to, walk a righteous path, love one another, be ready to end the black on black violence.
Yes.
The song "I'm Ready" is of course the, just like I Can Only Imagine, have they have their movie and their song. I have a song and then an annual event. So-
when you mention black on black crime, I find it a bit. I know Honey gonna slap me after I get off the air. Hypocritical. We don't have the marches and the demonstrations against black on black crime
Right.
as we do when somebody else is kill a black man. It's like it's okay
Right.
for a black man to kill another black man.
Big-
We have the license to kill each other.
Right, I think
and that
man,
that really it resonates in my heart
Father's-
so much. You see what I'm saying?
Man, you Noel, you hitting the nail on so many heads. It goes back to what I say I like to educate my people on, to Willie Lynch. Willie Lynch, you know, and the way they, you know, trained our ancestors and the way they mentally, you know, messed us up to where our DNA, it's in our DNA to be everything we are. You know, woman against the man. You
Right,
know,
right.
The man not at home.
Right.
The woman raised the children
Right.
independent. She's
Right.
independent.
Yeah.
The frozen independent state.
Right.
And then you have, you know, brother against brother, light skin against black,
Yeah.
darker skin.
Yeah.
And then you have, you know, them hating each other, envying each other, but
Right.
then yet,
Honey, I think he's talking about the same experiment I was telling you about. I heard about in the 60s.
Yeah.
come on, man,
Yeah.
it's
You
the
know,
same thing
it's the
because
same
it's
thing
just,
because
that was the plan
once
to
they
keep
put
it
you in a
going throughout
box-
our
Yes,
generations.
yes.
We're still in our generation.
Once they put you in a box, they can control you.
Yeah,
Anywhere
man.
they move that box, you move. Whether they do it by the party you vote for, the color of your skin, the way you talk, you know, and
But it's time for people
We
to
need
wake
another-
up and see what's
Exactly.
going on.
Yeah, they
we
got
have to. We have to.
Yeah.
Are we going
Change
to
it, break that
continue to not?
cycle.
Are
and
we
it's
going
going
to
to take
continue
people
to
like
ignore
you,
it?
my brother, to help them wake up.
Yes.
You know, and serious.
And it takes a lot of work and dedication.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, I get weary a lot of times because a lot of our people don't want to hear it.
That's
No.
true.
So a lot of times I'm
They
laboring
don't
and
wanna
people don't
believe it
even
either.
see it. They would
Yeah.
rather see King General, you a hustler, than
Yeah.
King General, you actually trying to get us to
Right.
wake up to the
Right,
truth.
right, yeah.
You know, that's just my person. That's just what I
another,
deal with.
That's another thing with me. We don't support each other.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
We'd rather
Exactly.
say, you know, I'm not going to support you. Or, look, you're driving a Mercedes. I'm not going to support
Exactly.
you. paying
I've
for
had that said to me.
Right.
Exactly. You know,
You know.
and that's and
Yeah.
it's time out for, like, my thing is, we march, we protest against the police brutality.
Right.
You know, there's nothing wrong with marching and protesting. Me, I'm a soldier. I look at everything from warlike mentality. I believe marching is for soldiers. I believe if we gonna march, let's prepare for whatever's to come together. If we gonna be soldiers, a soldier don't leave a soldier behind. We stand for each other's life. We stand for our lives together. You know, so if we're gonna march together, then let's put the guns down and killing each other or going against each other, and let's march together. If we got all the pistols to protect our family, then let's protect our families and neighborhoods. You know, let's put it in its proper perspective. You know, I think that way. I believe if we gonna march, who marches? Soldiers.
Yeah.
Left, right, left. If we gonna march, then there's a war against our life. There's a war against our young men, our young women, our children. There's a war against our life.
There are more black babies aborted annually than any other race.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
We
This system
shouldn't.
was
We shouldn't
designed
have. We
to abort
shouldn't.
us.
Exactly.
Man.
We shouldn't have to
Come
put
on,
burglar
man.
bars up in Pine
This
Hills.
war
I mean,
against
in the
us,
poor. Why do you need more police protection in the poor neighborhood? Seriously, the word poor should mean that there's nothing
but
to
here's
rob.
the thing. Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Let's go more deeper than that.
Yeah.
In our neighborhoods, we're killing each other. So, who they
Exactly.
really protecting? Who from?
Exactly. From what I'm saying.
And they
That's-
want us. They put the guns in our hand,
That's
put the
the
drugs in our
hypocrisy.
hand, and let us
That's-
kill each other. Roam our neighborhoods. Are they there to protect us, or are they there just to what?
I drive through Windermere. There's no burglar
Fill the
bars.
jailhouses.
There's no burglar bars
That's
in the
it.
windows. I come in Pine
It's
Hills
a
and I see
complete
burglar
system.
bars and the businesses and stuff.
Yeah.
You know why are we so cruel against each other?
Man, it's again, Noel, I promise you, it goes back Willie Lynch. This is in our DNA. It's in our DNA. We've been programmed to hate one another. This is why
And a race that's divided won't stand.
we're sick. We're sick. The scripture says concerning the children of Israel in this latter days that our whole head is sick. That everything from the sole of our foot to we're sick. We hate one another. Every brother is against each other. That's as the scripture says. You know, we serve in poverty. We serving our enemies. We die by the hand of our enemies. You know, we're in prison houses and in jail houses. These are all prophecies for our nation, and we suffering the curses of these things, and we don't even understand and know.
Hold on. I have a call coming in. Go ahead, guys. Keep talking.
Hello, caller. Oh, not on the air? Okay. Go ahead.
Go there now. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, how y'all doing up in
Brother Dexter.
Caller.
Hey, what you say?
Hey, before caller, wait 1 minute. Coming up next is a jamming radio show. This is thank you for calling in. Countryman is here in the house. We got about 5 computers back here in the sound booth. 4. You know, go ahead, my brother. Thank you for calling in, man, on the Talk to Radio show.
How y'all doing today?
We're
Man,
doing great. Hope you are too.
we're inside. It's dry.
Right.
Go ahead, my
Listening
brother.
to the conversation. You know, man, it's you know, when I consider, like, I heard y'all talking about the marching and stuff, right? You know, see, this where it get thick at. You know, what if when you have to march and the march has got to be against your own, your own blood, your own brothers and sisters and stuff.
Well,
you know, now we got to come to the conclusion as in how we going to march against that when they're coming against you the same way as any other body or any other organization, but you still have to make a stand up for righteousness, for truth, and, you know, we have to be established in how we going to go about these things and fellowshipping together and standing up in the right way, which is going to, you know, glorify our Heavenly Father in all of this, man.
I believe, Brother Dexter, man, it goes on to us being with one accord as a people and as a nation, to love one another and stand together. Marches are beyond just let's walk together. A march says we're in agreement with one another. Mm-hmm. We're in agreement to stand and march for this purpose and fight for this cause. Let me say this, Brother Dexter. The day we as a people can stop looking at it as if it's a trend to march and protest, and start looking at it as if this is serious and our life is on the line, and not do it as if it's a trend. We're going to start marching and riding like it's a trending thing, like this is the next hip-hop song that everybody gravitating to. And then the next minute, we all want to be back on the corners killing each other, hating each other, but we was just talking about Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? We have to find it within ourselves. When are we going to get serious? When are we going to get serious about our own life? It's our life on the line we discussing. It's our life on the line that's at stake. It's our life that's being taken. Race. When are we going to take it serious? Yeah. That's what it boils down to.
See, that's what I'm saying. Against when you have to fight against your own.
Exactly.
You know, how is the battle to be arrayed? How is our battle to be orchestrated?
Well,
how is it to be carried out?
Let's go to
your own people that you're going against.
Let's go to the greatest example of that. Let's go to Yahushua Messiah. Yahusha Messiah. Let's go to him. He had to stand
march together and fight together and be as soldiers, which is called in fellowshipping together. We have to be in agreement on these things so it won't be no confusion amongst the ones that, you know, that when you say soldiers.
We have to be on agreement. We have to be on agreement to first love one another. We have to be on agreement to first help one another. We can't be in agreement if that's not the core. The first key to a people and a nation, any people in a nation agreeing with each other and standing together, is the love that they have for their self. Okay. Chinese people love themselves. They love being Chinese. American people love themselves. They love being American. Russian people love themselves. They will fight for Russia. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Americans will fight for America. Blacks don't fight for blacks. So-called African Americans don't fight for African Americans. The children of Israel don't fight for the children of Israel, in my words. You understand what I'm saying?
All black people aren't together, man. That's what I'm saying. Say it's I'm finna make it personal, man. We got to get to the depth of this thing.
Yeah, we're running out of time too.
We
got 5 minutes.
Your children. You see what I'm saying? Say it's your son out there that's going against, and you have to go to war against him. You see what I'm saying? Your sons, your daughters, your mothers, your fathers, and all of this kind of stuff, man. It's some serious stuff.
Yeah,
you got to be willing to, you know, to go ahead and still.
You have to stand throughout that. Yes, sir.
That you have to do when you in a warfare, when we going to war, and when we are soldiers.
Yes, sir.
You know, you can't pick and say, well, that's my. When they're totally going contrary, man, and this stuff get real thick and it gets real heavy. But now you got to make some decisions on, man, how we going to do this.
Well, we're gonna do it,
families, and not for the wrecking the family, but in bringing the families together and unifying and seeking after the peace, man, in that love.
Yeah, my brother, this would be an interesting topic, but we have to continue it on another time. We have 5 minutes.
Love y'all up in there.
Thank you for calling in.
For sure, bro. Holla at you, bro.
Thank you, man, for calling in. And you stay dry, man. We just got hit by lightning here. I felt it in my ears on the headset.
Thank
you, bro. Yeah, God bless you.
That's the most high uttering his voice from heaven.
One thing I want to say, though, you know, if we look at it as one big complex situation,
Yeah.
we'll never get done. We got to take it one step at a time.
Exactly. But we have to also.
We got to take it one step at a time.
No, this is why I distribute history. This is why I teach history as well,
Right.
because we can't get to where we are now
don't know where you're
unless
coming
where we
from.
came from.
Right.
Just like the scriptures, the Most High, when he was speaking in Isaiah, the book of Isaiah, when he's speaking to Israel, he tells Israel, who among them had declared these things? You know, he say, show us the former things and the things that be and the things that are to come. In order to understand our future and what's going on now, we have to know our past and our history. You know, it was the great phenomenon that Willie Lynch was afraid of, because he says that their experts taught them in owning their slaves and making the slave that the brain has enough power to go back to its natural state, because their job as slave masters was, according to his letter, was to switch the roles of the male and female, the natural roles. So he said the brain, the phenomenon, and what they were scared of was that our brains would shift roles. In other words, how we used to love one another, our ancestors, Olaudah Equiano wrote about, we used to love one another and help one another and be there. They changed that order. The head of the house was the man, and the woman submitted to her man, the man protect. They changed that order. So what we have right now is a change of that order and how it changed, you know, but we are able to get back to our minds are able to get back to a natural state of order, to where the men are being men, the women are being women, the children are being children. We are loving one another as a nation. We can get back there to where we were. We just have to know that's who we are. That's where we were before we became what our oppressors, or what this country, or whatever we want to title it,
so
made us out to be.
I don't want to be pessimistic, man, but I know it's going to be a long, hard road. I was sitting at the stoplight,
man.
right?
Got to start from
I
somewhere.
was sitting at the stoplight at Silver Star and Hiawassee. This brother pulled up in a Land Rover. He opened the window. He was a passenger. He just threw out a bag of garbage right there at Pine Hills, just on the road, and just right, it was in the back.
Yeah, so just disrespecting
Yeah,
your
you know,
surroundings.
These things seem simple, but it shows how far our mind has gone in the gutter. You know,
Exactly.
you have to respect your fellow man,
Exactly.
not to throw this out the window.
Exactly. You're right.
You know,
You're right.
It's a bag full of leftover
The scripture
burgers.
calls that
I don't even want to call the name of the burger
natural
company.
affection,
You see what I'm
brotherly
saying?
love. Yeah, you have to. You have to have a common
have
respect
to,
and love.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
But we have 2 minutes, so we're going to wrap it
you
up.
know, your clock is slow. It's 1 minute. Countryman is gone. I don't know where he is.
when does your show air again?
My show airs every Monday on the air from 12 to 1.
Okay.
On which station?
This station.
WOKB, 1680
This station.
AM.
WOKB.
Okay, all right.
16 state.
I just want to call you
Yo,
out.
Stella. 2-time Stella. Award-winning station, man.
He's pegging the needle on his mic, honey.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So thank you so
Countryman, we're
much
ready
for being
you,
our
man.
guest today. We appreciate you
I
coming
appreciate y'all
in.
having me, man. Thank y'all.
you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you so much.
Love y'all, man.
All right, have a good week, everyone. See you next
No,
week.
Countryman not ready yet. You may have to
he's
start
not ready
singing.
And
honey.
y'all know until Monday. Youngin.
Hey, man,
1 minute.
All right, man. Thank you so much, man, for reaching out to me, man.
Yes,
Maybe
sir.
we can
Yes,
play
sir.
another clip of his.
I disconnected
You
this
already
because I have to hook up
disconnected it, okay.
Countryman there, you know. But
It's all good. If they want to check out the music, y'all can always go to kinggeneral.com. You can go to the YouTube /King General Show. Check out the music. Listen to some Bible studies that I do as well as the King General Show as well.
All
So,
right. Awesome. Great. All right. So thank you for listening. And we will be back next week. Same place, same time here on WOKB 1680. God bless you all.
You're in tune to Jammin's Radio.